All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Courtney, Coko, Eason. Everybody calls me Coko. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee, and I'm the founder and CEO of Milk the Moment. My background is in music and entertainment, so I used to work for one of the biggest music companies in the world, and I also hosted my own live concerts and events. And I'm what you call the hype girl. So I'm responsible for getting everybody out of their seats, hands in the air, dancing the night away. But I noticed year after year that crowd participation was really, really low, and I found the culprit. It was the cell phone. People were too busy texting, scrolling, taking selfies, or recording the entire event rather than living in the moment, and it drove me insane. But I turned that frustration into innovation, and I created the Milk app. Milk is a mobile application that rewards you for decreasing your screen time during the moments that matter the most. You are literally incentivized to put your phone away and milk the moment. We launched our beta version back in March of 2019 and grew to 13,000 plus users. And we used 6 months to validate that proof of concept that incentives do actually change behavior, and we did just that. So this is how the app works. So you go into the app, and to activate it, you set a timer, you lock your phone, you put it away, and the app begins to accrue points for every moment that you're not on your phone. And once you have enough points, you can redeem those points for a reward inside the app. And here's some of our sponsors. We've had big-time sponsors from major brands to local restaurants. And one of the biggest sponsors that we landed was with Chick-fil-A. So you could actually go into Chick-fil-A and spend your points on a free ice cream cone or free waffle fry. Now, after that 6-month period was over, we talked to our users, and we wanted to find out what they liked about the app and what they didn't like about the app. And we took away the 3 C's, is what we're calling it. So they'd rather have cash rewards instead of some of the tangible rewards that we place into the app. And they also wanted the app to be a little bit more gamified with competitive challenges. And then thirdly, they wanted consequences, surprisingly. So they wanted a punishment to be placed into the app that holds them more accountable to actually milking the moment. And we heard them loud and clear. And we're now working on Milk 3.0, which is going to work quite differently. So Milk 3.0 is based off of competitive challenges. So you're literally putting your money where your mouth is. You're going to place a bet against yourself, and you're going to say, I think I can stay off my phone for 24 hours. I'll put $20 on it. So the challenge begins. There's a handful of people that are doing this challenge. You're going to have some people at the end that were successful and some people that weren't. The people who weren't lose out on their money, and those lost wages end up getting distributed out to the winners. So the winners get to go home with an extra 10, 20, 30 bucks as their reward. We're also placing in leaderboards and different tiers for you to progress to for gamification features, so you can go against your friends, your spouse, your siblings. And then we're also going to distribute those winnings onto a Milk Visa card. So it's a custom Milk Visa card that you can withdraw your winnings onto and spend as you please. So how we plan to make money is this will be a premium app, in-app ads, instant withdrawal fees, just how it works in Cash App, transaction fees, and then in the future we hope to partner with more brands and do sponsorship fees. So how do we go to market with this? What we want to do first is really try to make a lot of different marketing channel partnerships. So there's a lot of different entities that can benefit from an app such as this. Movie theaters, restaurants, live venues, schools, workplaces, and insurance firms. And when it comes to insurance firms, that's when the app is kind of transitioning from being this fun game to play to a tool that could actually save lives. And we want to partner with insurance firms that also wouldn't mind decreasing your insurance rate over the year when they can tell that you're not texting and driving. Right now we're talking to AMC and Regal Theaters about implementing the app into their theater rooms to get their moviegoers off of the phone, and that you can actually win something like popcorn or a half off on your next ticket when you come back. What I'm really excited about is going back to music and entertainment, my roots. So you'd be surprised how many big-time celebrities such as Bruno Mars, Alicia Keys, Maroon 5, and Beyonce have all publicly expressed their frustrations with cell phones being used at their shows. Some of them have gone as far as to locking up each audience member's phone in a pouch that can't be accessed until the end of the show. That's just aggressive, it's inconvenient, and it's unsafe. And I'm confident that I can go back to my colleagues in the music industry and present Milk the Moment to them, which is much more fun, rewarding, less aggressive, and they can grab great marketing data from that as well. Right now, we're trying to raise a bridge fund of $150,000 and a convertible note to build Milk 3.0 and to put that into app development, marketing, promotions, and sales. Thank you guys so much for your time, your attention. Make sure you milk the moment. Thanks.
So, Koki, this is your 3 minutes of questions, but I'll get us started. How are you guys looking at getting customers to pay that premium? I mean, how many people do you have on the platform today?
So we have around almost close to 14,000 users on the platform right now. We're looking to really just tap into our super users, which has been millennial moms. They've been using it like crazy. And so we're trying to find different types of channel partnerships where we can connect with more moms that really need this. They've been needing it for not only productivity, but to look a little better in front of their family, in front of their kids, if they're trying to tell their kids to get off their phone, but they're not the biggest, example right now. So we're really trying to tap into those who would pay it, which is our super users right now.
All right. Any other questions?
And what is the cost for the app?
The cost of the premium app in the future will be $7.99. The app that everybody's on right now is a freemium-based model, and we just use that to get the feedback that we needed from our customers, but the new one that we're creating will be a $7.99. You'll receive that digital Visa milk card and also a tangible one when you're on our premium, so you are getting something for that.
Can you also speak to the benefit of the sponsors in joining your app? Like, what's the incentive for them? What do they get?
Yeah, so for a lot of the sponsors, it was eyeballs. They wanted those impressions. For a lot of the restaurants, it was the foot traffic that they wanted because we were literally pushing people to go use this at different local restaurants. So at the end, it ended up being new customers for them, foot traffic and sales for them. But you'd be surprised how many restaurant owners actually want to embrace this concept of living in the moment, putting the phone down, enjoying the ambiance and experience of their restaurant. So we had to pick particular ones that get behind this message. A lot of auto companies wanted to get behind this for safety reasons, and a lot of restaurants and movie theaters as well.
How do you plan on verifying a user's phone is actually their phone? Like once you start offering cash, does it create, the possibility of fraud?
Yeah, so we're definitely going into using the thumbprint in iOS as a validation method for us. So we just talked about that with some of our board meeting back there, but we're using the thumbprint as one of our major security measures, yeah.
Any other questions from the judges?
Great job, awesome presentation.
Thank you.
I've seen a few apps around helping people get off their phones, especially around driving and kind of others or kids. So can you talk a little bit about the competitive landscape and where you fit in that?
Definitely. So something that I like to say is we do have competitors, but what those competitors are doing are just alerting the user that they've been on their phone too much or what they're doing on their phone. And we already know that, so I already know I'm on my phone. I already know when I'm using it. Just alerting me and telling me that doesn't really help. We need something that actually gets to the root of the problem. And so incentives are known for changing behavior by 27% or more. So our competitive advantage is the fact that we've come to the conclusion that an incentive is something that changes the behavior at the root of the problem, and that can make our users get a little better than just alerting them of the problem. Thank you so much.